Well, that's my leg. Let's try to turn it around here. There we go. I guess that's me. Let's see here. Should be on. Again, the 4G connection is not that good at the place I am, which is great actually. No, not that much radiation. Of course, it's not so great when the mobile is needing to send, but that should make it use more power to, Anyway, the mobile is, it's kind of stink, it is getting older and older, and apparently, I don't know, software of Google or something like that that makes it worse and worse and worse. We can try to close this one, and it should still be uploading. Even if I close that down. And so, because now it's up, it's downloading as well as uploading. So, I don't know, let's see if maybe it stops if I, let's see here, now my web page, that's a lightweight web page. Without all that bullshit besides that little lamb thing, that I put on. I should take that off again. It was a trial thing. I was thinking, you could make the false prophet or the beast maybe walk around on the website, whatever, you could make the false prophet like depicting the beast and whatnot, it just, I don't know. Maybe it's not. Maybe it's just an idea, right? They have made an application where you can edit things and whatnot, and I haven't looked further into it. I don't know if it's whatever. But anyway, my web page is pretty lightweight, and apparently I have a little hiccup. Anyway, it's looking terrible. Just taking a look around here. It's just stuff. I have my books at least, and that's pretty sorted out. Although I don't know if it needs to stand there, and then the kitchen out there as well, and it's kind of a mess. It's a huge mess, pretty much. And so I need to fix my. I have two solar panels more I need to fix up for battery. One solar panel is up at the moment, although I don't think I have it connected yet. One of the battery, I think I have one of the batteries still. Well, it's close to getting down to the bottom, but yeah, there's a little more. The last 2 days haven't been so good in regards of sun, but they should still be able to produce something. Um, and in regards to testing, in regards to how to, if I can actually go on using the mobiles without any electricity and all that. And of course, it only becomes better the closer we come to the summer and all that. So that's great. Anyway, my headlight, at least it can at least run the headlight. So at least again, I can always read something in regards to the books, and of course all the documents that I have. Like behind me, I have so many documents that I should go through and uh, trash a lot of it, I think. What I find interesting, and then dump the rest, and yeah, that's probably a pretty good idea. I wonder why I put the over there. Okay, the scissors. Yeah, but I have a good amount of folders with documents that I need to look into. So I have my. Yeah, I need to move my address and all these things as well. I haven't done that either. I was thinking I could actually put if I'm going to turn on the computer for a short while before taking the electricity here as well, I could actually put it below the table. I could put it underneath the table, and then when I need to, I found out, I can just lay on the floor using it and stretch out and just, it's just not that comfortable, but it's possible, and just fix those laying things and all that. And it's probably pretty good to my back as well to do that. So I was thinking that would be a possibility to just put the computer and whatever screen underneath the table, and then I have the table to use to other things. But again, I don't really know where anything needs to stand in this apartment at all. And of course, I have, it's incredible how much I have, and I rather actually have a lot less than I have. It's just incredible how much. Yeah, I have also for painting things and all that, but a lot of it is like old things. You could reuse some of the things, but you could also just rebuy things. When you need to paint. Rolls and all that, right? Some new rolls, and instead of having multiple old rolls, and they just stand there, and if you're going to paint, you just why not just rebuy what you need. It's just, yeah, standing there. Um, I have a whole bag with things of that nature, and again, I don't really know why if I should. It's filling up, It's just filling up. Um, then you have your tools and all that, right? Of course, you do need some tools here and there, right? But you should be able to minimize it. I would think, well, some of the things at least you would be able to minimize. That's the possibility that I might be. Oh, that's the sheep. Um, that's that's the old sheep on my webpage. Um, that was another old thing that I found, um, which you can put on the website. But I guess it's kind of disturbing in regards of when you're sitting and looking and all that. It's not helpful, I guess, when you're sitting and reading and a sheep just comes flowing down the screen or something like that. Might not be the best thing if you're trying to concentrate on reading things. It's less seriously serious, or whatever you want to call it. Um, I had some cookbooks I needed to go through and throw them to Casper. Um, he like to have them, so I think that's a lot of the things I won't be needing in those cookbooks. I'll have my own way of eating. In regards of foundation of antifungals and all that, and many of those cookbooks don't take into. And I know there are cookbooks out there that actually takes it into consideration in regards of fungus. And so, you have the keto, and there's two keto and something else, that don't take it totally into consideration. They know there's something, health things in regards of people, but they haven't, as far as I understand it, considered that it's fungus that is the problem. But keto and low fat, eat or meat only. Well, that's different words for different things. But keeping it very low on sugar. These kinds of ways of eating. They that's the right direction. But what they don't take into consideration is the fungal aspect of it. Because you stop feeding the fungus, and when you stop feeding the fungus, the problems you might have might stop. Because you're not feeding the beast as much as you did before. So, and that's this program from the U.S. Know the cause, and he's incredible in regards of fungal information. It's incredible. Um. Anyway, so yeah, I pretty much gotten all my stuff over from the other apartment. I have no idea when they want to check the other apartment, and I haven't talked to them or anything like that. I have gotten a mail from them, but that was in regards of different other things, the collection of whatever and money and whatever in regards of the whole thing, and I'm just whatever. Um, no idea in regards of those things anyway. I always have something, right? You always. I was thinking in regards to the Book of Revelation. I was listening to Alberto Rivera in regards to the Four Horsemen as well. In regards of his conclusion, it's very hard to get all the things he's saying. I just so I tried to re-listen to that a couple of times and to what he's really saying, and it's okay. Taking it in some sense, not as a valid facts, but taking it in as a okay, a theory that I like to know more about. Not saying that it's true or not, but I like to hear his viewpoint because he has so many other things he had correct. And I found this other guy that also has studied a lot of things, and he also, he talked about that. He also accepted Alberto Rivera as a genuine testimony. I think might have it on my mobile actually in regards of a quote as well. So I've heard him, I've seen the quotation, and well, my mobile is hot. I've seen the kind of quotation, and but maybe it's also downloading. Maybe if I close the live streaming, then it will maybe. Well, it shouldn't close the live streaming, but it should close the live studio at least. It should still be live streaming, hopefully. Um, but yeah, he's also accepting that. Well, look at this on my website, right? Well, maybe not. Okay, maybe I can't do that at the moment. Is that because I have the? Oops. It seems like it has some problems while I guess running the thing, so I can't push anything on my website. This ministry, it's really sad that more people didn't. Somebody must have, gotten a lot of his stuff. It's just, but it seems like it's just, there's some snippets here and there on the internet, of course, but overall, there must be a lot of, he talks about what 40 hours or something like that of information in one of his that you can order or something like that from his ministry. I would very like to see his ministry thing in regards to what he actually had in his bookstore. There must be, there must be. It could be interesting to see what he had in his bookstore. Just that could be important and interesting information overall to know what he was accepting to sell from his bookstore. I also know there was a tape recording in regards to when he talks in this show. I actually haven't downloaded that for my website. Well, I know it's out there. Where he meets one of his attackers that says she's not this and that and all. They try to attacking on so many levels. But anyway, he calls this program while one of them is attacking him, and so he got on the show. Huh? Oh well, that's very interesting. So yeah. I can't remember what sometime since I heard it. Anyway, I guess my tools and whatnot should be put in order. Should work a little out, work some other things out. Can't remember where did I put that? Where was empty? And the question is, where was things? Where did I put this and that and all that? Oh yeah, I think that was over to the left, and then that one was to the right. This one was down there, yeah, and that one was down there, I think. Yeah, okay. So I'll just fix where they were at the last part. and see if we can get that in order. Yeah, whatever. It's kind of the same as, it's going to be pretty much the same as in the old apartment, but there's no closet thing, not showing the tools. So I guess it's not a biggie really, but yeah. It was like in a closet thing, which I guess I didn't really need either, that closet thing, just pretty much, yeah. Well, anyway. So, yeah. So I still have a lot of glass, these huge, gigantic glass, and some of them I need to clean as well. The question is, how much am I going to use these glasses? In regards of fermentation, then they're great to ferment things, But again, fermentation usually make things sour, and sour is not so good for your teeth. I found out as well. Gotten some experience on that as well. Incredible how I ended up damaging my teeth with doing things that was just absolutely, yeah. Oh, so stupid. It wasn't Coke I destroyed my teeth with. It was lemon and things of that nature that my teeth began to become ruined. Ah, anyway. So they became very, what do you call them? Just a little sugar in something, well, not, maybe a little more than a little. But if there's sugar in things, you can tend to, dates, for example. I guess there's a lot of sugar in those. I love dates, I always loved dates and didn't have a problem with eating dates and all that. But now, in regards to my teeth, it's just, can be kind of painful, I guess. Too bad. Of course, there's also a lot of sugar, and again, fungus love sugar. Anyway, I guess I should get my. I should figure out something in regards of the. Yeah, something in regards of so I can get something on the window, so it closes at least the two biggest gaps of the window. People can just look right in the apartment, and it's very easy to actually do, and people just totally near where you are. So there's not much privacy really in your home for sure. It's very little privacy with just windows everywhere, but there's a lot of light for sure, natural light from you know both sides. So that's not a bad thing. Oh, let's get some coffee. Uh oh. Okay, if I can get up. Can't even get up. Oh, there we go. That was bad. And we have dogs out there. Dogs, and people out walking. Yeah, anyway. Let's get some more coffee. Oh, there we go. Oh, do we actually have some? Yeah, there we go. Oh yeah, gas. There we go. That's a little coffee, a little around. Oh, and we have plants. Timian. I don't know actually how many shops that actually do have fresh greens, but I know Irma has a lot of fresh greens. And after I bought the timian and all that, they have now filled their shelves and they bought some more timian, so that's great. So that was at least one more timian plant down there. And I thought, hey, let's just get 4. 4 was a little too much in regards of my bag. I could have 3 is pretty much the max, it seems, so you don't, trash the plant. Oh no, I'm dripping coffee now. Oh my. Oh, I miss. Well, I guess you will be able to see that I've lived here or something like that. Anyway, I guess I need to find my cup, my standard cup. Or whatever, the titanium cup somewhere. I was like, where to begin? That's really, I'm like, looking around. I was like, okay, where to begin? I could, have the 2 solar panels I still need to get up, so maybe I should get those up and get on going. That would be, at least they would be off the way and hanging where they should. And in regards of my speaker, I had a thing where I had my speaker, fixed to the charging device, to the solar panel, so it's always charging, and that was pretty cool. I don't really need to think much about that, although it depends, of course, if it's totally draining down. But yeah, but that's one way of at least making things a little easier. If you can just connect it directly to one of the solar panels and have it charge all the time. And I did actually get it up to, pretty good. Well, I'll have to, toy around with things and all that. I can't remember which solar panel I used and what and so forward and all. There's so many factors, right? The sun factor, and the sun seems to be coming, true a little now. So, and I haven't really connected anything to. That's a little. That's reacting at least. We have birds outside doing their thing, I guess. So, pretty cold coffee. Yeah, what? Is it already nearly 1 o'clock? Wow. Oh, I guess time flies. When did I wake up? Wasn't that like 10 o'clock or something like that? And I've already been up for nearly 3 hours and haven't really done anything besides eating and some coffee and pretty much just relaxing. Yeah. Just relaxing my body. And thinking over stuff, I guess. Yeah, Alberto Rivera talked about a lot of good things for sure, or a lot of interesting things. I wish I had been alive when he was alive. Well, I guess I was sometime, I guess, but it was too small. But it could have, people that has his stuff should really put it on the internet, even if it's bad quality or whatever. At least we have it then, his viewpoint. And all those people attacking him, and I hit into another one trying to, and apparently he had this guy that that had known him for real and all that, but yeah, I don't. You have people, pointing him out as genuine, right? And then you have the other side attacking him, and I do wonder why there might not have been more people coming out to defend him. But I don't know. You have a couple of people defending him and a couple of people attacking him, right? And that's you don't really, you would think that would be overwhelming. I don't know. It would be a nice gesture, right? If someone is good enough and all that to actually come out and say, hey, I can vouch for this guy, But of course we have some for sure, but I think, was it called Californian or something like that? He had his ministry or something like that. And I guess if one lived in California or something like that, one could talk to people and see if one could, find more stuff. should be out there, right? And it probably is. And Czech publications are still selling some of the, still a good amount, 40 years and 50 years in regards of Chineke, also in regards of Abraham Lincoln and all that. And apparently, it seems like Alberto talks about that these books, in regards to Chineke, has been on the banned list, and still in regards to the naming of this banned list, it could be very interesting to find out what the Roman Catholic Maniac Institution had on its banned book list. Vatican. Oh, Vatican. It's incredible how you see how they are promoting all the Jew hatred, right? All the Jew nonsense and all that. Oh, it's promoted, but then you have the, all these other things that is gone, and you can clearly see that the Roman Catholic Maniac Institution are working to get books that is, you can clearly see that they're, getting them removed. The Vatican will no longer keep a list of banned books, though Roman Catholics must still avoid immoral works. Yeah, but could we get the old list, the last list that was in effect? The Vatican will no longer keep a list of banned books, though Roman Catholics must still avoid immoral works. Yeah, well, The Vatican's index of forbidden books was put in a reliquary covered with a glass bell and confined to the past today. Oh, really? So that's why we can get all those books, right? Oh no, we can't. Oh yeah, that's the books stores apparently are, so one of these Catholics. I went into a Protestant bookstore and I saw Protestant books, it's like, what should I do? And they're actually, telling the person, to go back to the bookstore and tell them that, they should really, they should remove it, and Roman Catholics are really, Christians and blah 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 blah. Like I'm recalling this from memory and all that. You can go into and look at it. There's two places where you can find the information from Roman Catholics. One is catholics.org or com or something like that. What should I do? And you hear other. You get more and more puzzle pieces. You can see it's true. It's not. It's not. It's true. They're removing books. They're getting bookstores to all, to not run things. And anyway, so the Vatican index of forbidden books was put in a reliquary covered with a glass bell and confined to the past today. Yeah, they say so. Okay. The Vatican newspaper has published an official notice, obviously written by the Congregation for the Doctrine of the Faith, formerly known as the Holy Office. That's the Inquisition, right? If I recall correctly. Which certifies the death of the index. Oh, really? Yeah, see how good we are. We're removing our index of forbidden books. What book did you ban? Oh, you banned the Bible? Oh, okay. Let's see here. Would any Christian ever ban the Bible from any? Oh no, I don't think so. No. So what I need to figure out is in regards to what the last document in regards of index of forbidden books. I would really love to see that. The 1948 edition of Index Librarum Prohibitorum is included in the Beacon for Freedom of Expression database. The first edition of Index Librarum Prohibitorum was published in 1559 and subsequently published in 19 editions by different popes throughout the centuries. The last edition was published in 1948, only to be suppressed in. So the last edition we need to see. I don't know if we can get it in English. That could be nice, right? Let's see here. There must be a way to get it, you know. There must be a way to get it. It could be so cool to just look at what books would the Roman Catholic Maniac Institution ban, right? And that might be, you know, of course, there might be, I don't know, if they put a book on, they might take it off again. I don't know, but in English, translated into English, I would think that it would be Oh, wait, Index was published in, that was some open library. Yeah, but it's in English, right? If it's not in English, then it will make it a little harder to, well, a lot harder, I guess, to read it. Oh, it's such a huge thing, you know. Beginning to investigate all these things. Written in Latin, 508 pages. Is that like 508 pages of banned books, you know? that's, a, that's a pretty good sized book of banned books, but I guess they also have been through it for hundreds and hundreds of years, right? I guess you could sit with a Latin thing and in the 1948, the Catholic Church published the 32 and final edition of the Index Librorum Prohibitorum, the first of which had appeared in 1559. The edition was printed on inexpensive paper by Tibus Polyglottis Vaticanis in Vatican City and issued in draft printed boards. Must like be okay, here it is apparently in Latin, the last official edition of the blah blah blah. Okay. The index last contained over 6,000 titles which could not be reconciled with the doctrine of faith or morals of the church. The index existed for almost 500 years. Okay. It's like was a list of material banned by the Catholic Church. Yeah, I want to see that list, you know. Well, how many 6,000 different titles that is banned? There might be some very interesting books amongst those 6,000, you know. And there might be some really nonsense amongst them as well, right? I always have something, yep. Someone else. A Christian forum. Oh, that might be interesting. I don't think, I'm not sure if I've been here, you know. I'll see here. Oh, advertising. Oh, something like that. Oh, disgusting. I know how they would have a Protestant. I've been trying to find the complete index of prohibited books in English. I only find partial list in English and this link which isn't in English. The index is a listing of books that have been banned, censored by the Roman Catholic Church. Let's see here. It'll be interesting to just make a torrent, right, with all the banned books of the church. Oh, that's not working anymore. Okay, well, that's one way of, going around that. All web pages. There we go. Oh, what was that? That was thinking. That was the Scottish thing in regards of banning the mass and banning the. It's like banning the mass and something other as well. In regards of the Scottish, found some information on that. That's just going to be very interesting. Let's see if we have anything in the Wayback Machine. It's a wonderful, wonderful site. That sometimes works. So let's try 2020 or something like that. See what we get. Ah, so here we have index, although that seems Latin. Oh, it seems to be a good amount. Seems to be, maybe it's the whole Latin list we have here. Historia du people de Deo debus la naissance du Messie jusqu'à la fin de la synagogue. Okay. Um, I would absolutely need a translator here to, and of course it will take a lot of time to go through the the whole list. Of course, you could maybe fix it in Google Chrome or something like that and ask it to translate, and then go through the whole thing. If it's all in Latin, I guess it's. Was ist der Papst? Papst, oh, that sounds also pretty good. What is that? Der Papst, hvad er en papist? What is a papist? I think that would be a was ist. Oh, that's German, right? That's not discorso historico giuridico sopra la instauración de la Santa Iglesia Caesar Augustana in al Templo Maximo de San Salvador. Something of that nature. I'm not. It sounded maybe a little Spanish or something. I'm not sure. So maybe it's not all Latin. L'enfant prophète. That sounds French, doesn't it? Jesus raconte per les Yves errant. French again, I think. I don't know, but anyway. Der Kampf gegen die deutschen Theologen und theologischen Fakultäten in den letzten 20 Jahren. Sounds like German. Der Mechanismus der vatikanischen Religion nach dem Vulgätenbuch der Redemptoristen dargestellt. More German. But hey, we seem to have a list here. And it was like 6,000 books there should be. At least we have the list. But sadly, it does seem to. Yeah. And again, has there been any changes from one to another? Have they ever removed any books from the list? What about the Bible, for example? As I understand it, that was banned on a at least. So is that still banned? I guess they might have taken that off at some point. I don't know. Index Librorum Prohibitorum 1948. It does seem to. So I don't know why the list was taken down, or let's see with the newest source. And well, it would be nice if we could actually fix it to. Here is in regards of changes. That would also be interesting to actually see changes to the things. Smelling. See if we can find the last working version. Snapshot. But anyway, it does seem to be there, so that's great. Whatever the case, we could actually just copy the. I guess I will need to sort things out, but I could copy a lot of the HTML and sort things out, and maybe actually put it up on my own website as a as a link for people that is interested in that. I could be, because I'm interested in myself, and of course, if it could be something to translate as well. But 6,000 is a lot of things to translate in regards to book titles and all that. A little each day, I guess you could do, and then get some training into German and whatever, I guess. and French while doing something, for others. Okay. So I see here, what is the oldest one? Maybe it was pretty much the oldest one they had before the website went down. See so. Oh, we can just go to. Let's take a little longer on the mobile to do these things for sure. But anyway, let's take the last one of 2020. Let's take this one. So that's good. I can take the code, most likely, from the website and just fix it on my own when I get access to it. That should be, yeah, there we go with the last one. It must be the last one. So I should be able to settings. Nope, that's not. Settings tools. No, that's not it. Page. View page source. So I could just copy this and then see if I could fix it to my website. Make a page or whatever. Then I can also myself sit and read it, right? And there's also a way where you can actually make a translation thing in regards to the HTML code. I would of course need to figure out in regards of the code here and go through it, I guess, in regards of stuff. And I don't know how much code they really, how much they change in regards of things, how much they insert and all that. Do we have the title here? Yeah, we have Manual Biblical Aukurs. So it seems like we have like TR Valen Top, right? TR Valen Top, TR Valen Top, TR Valen Top, which I don't know in regards to that, but a table or something like that, and TD border color, BRTD, and that's the end of the TD apparently. And then we have TD, and then we have it in for the TD. I haven't really toyed much around with tables and all that, so don't know how it works, but it seems like this would be the code that have all the information in regards of these boxes and all that. At Geneva MDCXIX, seems to be a number, right? Which I don't know. Manual Catholicorum si breve compendium. You would think that this existed in English, right? But no. Anyway, so this one is dead, right? Yep. Okay. So this one, not that one. This one. And copy. And still haven't fixed my Android 8 phone to Android 7. That's also something I needed to do. Anyway, here we go. The 11 most powerful antifungal essential oils. Oh, anyway, I also need to fix this stamp on my post box as well. And there's a no thing, no advertising and all that. Anyway, so I can not get all that nonsense. But yeah, it's you have when it's come from and all that. And you apparently have all those titles. I should absolutely have it in my link collection, that's for sure. Whether I put it on the website, that's another thing. It could be nice to just sort it out on the website and have some better colors, making it easier to read on the mobile, maybe. But yeah, I'm not really good at this coding thing and all that, and my brain needs a break from it all, to say the least. Anyway, let's go to the Christian forum and see what they say. But yeah, I did find the Scottish thing in regards of, what was that? Statoscape, newly deciphered, no. Full text of the Jesuits in history. No, that's not. Scottish Confession of Faith by John Knox. As I understand it, it was after. And I found actually where I might actually be able to hear it. But I found some great information on it. Daryl Eberhard, he's still alive, yeah, as far as I know, at least. It's wonderful. That's my website with its issues in regards to the CSS hack I made. Oh, no, I didn't make, but I fixed into, sorted, implanted into my website. NATO invasion, that is in regards to NATO, of course. I was looking into in regards of, as I understand it, NATO was actually something in regards of a defense pact, If someone gets attacked, all nations respond, right? But why is then NATO being used as an attack force on other nations? Something is clearly not right, How is that defense, when you actually go out and here we have regards of European Union. That's another thing, right? Anyway. ChristianBeliefs.org. Oh, that was, I guess, a quotation in regards of the numerous books that I have read on Roman Catholic Church and especially on the Jesuit order have convinced me that Dr. Alberto Rivera, ex-Jesuit, was definitely for real. His statement and comments about Jesuit infiltration of various Christian denominations, the intentions of Jesuit, and again, you can verify a lot of things from other places, from other sources as well. So if when you hear him speaking, right, and it's just, and then you find others that speaks about it. So, like for example, in the infiltration of Christian I can't even say it, is something that both you have in the Jesuit oath, you have Jesuit testimonies on that in regards to where they talk about the infiltration of that. And Alberto Rivera was pointing it out as well, in regards of also the ecumenical bullshit movement and all that. Anyway, have convinced me that Dr. Alberto Rivera, ex-Jesuit priest, was definitely for real. His statement and comments about the Jesuit infiltration of various Christian denominations, the intentions of Jesuit-controlled Papal Rome to subjugate the United States and the rest of the world under the Pope, via a despotic one-world government and one-world religion, and so on, have been corroborated by many other authors. Some of these authors are Avro Manhattan, Edmund Paris, Hector Macpherson, Eric John Phelps, F. Topper Saucy, C.T. Wilcox, Dave Hahn, Jack T. Chick, John Daniel, David W. Daniels, and Bill Hughes. So, and again, you don't need to agree with every single doctrine that these authors have, right? We all have our particular things and all that. The question is if people are trying their best to, there's not that many people standing against this wicked system. So, even if people have their differences, it's not to say that they are not trying their best, to their own convincing, and that they don't, that they you can't just throw it all away. Anyway, in regards of, I had this Scottish thing in regards to the Scottish Confession. There's some very interesting information in regards to the Scottish information, and I really also need to get that was the Scottish Confession of Faith, 1560, by John Knox and the others, Presbyterianism. And I'm not entirely sure how Presbyterianism is connected to what is it called, Calvinism, but apparently two different names. But not sure what the big difference is or if it's the same. Oh, here we go with the information. After the death of the regent Mary of Guise. I'm not sure if that was the Catholic Mary. I know that was a Catholic Mary. I think Mary in Scotland, and she was driven out, and she died in England. Later on, killed by the Queen of England. Because, as far as I understand it, the Catholic Queen tried to have the other queen annihilated, killed. So, and she was still in prison. So after a lot of these failed assassin things and all that, the Protestant queen became tired of this. The thing is, the other Catholic queen had like this. If the other died, then she would be the Queen of England or something like that. She was the second for the throne, according to their nonsense in regards to queens. Apparently, I don't know why this women thing nonsense. But anyway, after the death of the regent Mary of Guise, Knox and 5 others drew up the Scots Confession, which Parliament, and it would be interesting also to read. As I understand it, Knox wrote down a lot of history as well. Was there 4 or 5 books or something like that? So after the death of the regent Mary of Guise, Knox and 5 others drew up the Scots Confession, which Parliament reproved. The authority of the Pope was abolished. Yeehaw! And celebration of the Mass became illegal. Yeah, that's how it should be. So that's another, absolutely agree to that, absolutely. So that was two great points to. So after the death of the regent Mary of Guise, Knox and 5 others drew up the Scots Confession, which Parliament approved. The authority of the Pope was abolished and celebration of the Mass became illegal. Encyclopedia of the Reformed Faith. And I did have this from actually another website. It was because I searched from that website that I found this other website, so it seems like I can listen to the Scottish Confession. It should be the window before, or, of course, DuckDuckGo. I shouldn't really be using that either, but of course they have done stupid as far as I can understand. Anyway, I see here, Puritan Downloads has the Scottish, but they it's money. It would be nice to get the whole thing, right? It's not always, regards to resources for things, right? And some of those golden books is costing a lot of money. So I know who this guy Hexter Matthieson, but apparently he has written some on the Jesuits' history and all that. Wow, how could it take so long for me to get into this? Here we have the Jesuit Conspiracy and Counter-Reformation with Paul Flynn. Okay, so it's not with Hector McPherson. I don't know how he looks, but yeah. The Jesuit in History. Let's go look. Boom, 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 boom. Oh, do I actually have a pin for my mobile? No. Oh, I guess I took all my pins when I was sleeping. Oh, give me a break with this nonsense, Oh, we just need to see if you're real and waste your time with bullshit, right? Because we love doing that, Yeah, they love wasting our time. The Jesuit in History. I don't know how. There we go with different good books, The Secret History of the Jesuits. This work has been selected by scholars as being cultural, important, and as part of the knowledge base of civilization as we know it. This work was reproduced from the original artifact and remains as true to the original work as possible. Therefore, you will see the original copyright reference, library stamps, as most of these works have been housed in our most important libraries around the world, and other notations in the work. This work is in the public domain in the United States of America and possible other nations. Within the United States, you may freely copy and distribute this work, as no entity, individual, or copyright has a copyright on the body of it. No, copyright is of the devil, right? I don't even want to think about copyright, just Give me a break with the bullshit copyright. I have other things to concern myself about. Okay. Um, True history, I never taught in school because they control that too. Yeah, they control everything. It helps connect the dots to where we are in history currently. Turn on your light to this truth. Wake up, world. Yeah, it's time to wake up. It's time for everybody to wake up because they have taken over the whole world. There's not any square of influence these polymaths have not touched. They are ubiquitous yet mysteriously absent from any conversation about the movers and shakers on this planet, masters of disguise, intrigued, central planning, and stealth psych operation. With a Jesuit poop, they are now proceeding in open sideline to implement their long-term agenda. There is no country or any continent that they have not infiltrated in the fields of education, corporate funding, backdoor lobbying, and legislation, and so on. The jewel in their crown is the United States of America, they run from Georgetown, D.C. initiated policy, and the CFR from New York Archdiocese. Brilliant, talented endowment. A CFR was called. I can't even remember. So anyway, CFR. It's like something in regards of. I can't remember. I should be able to remember that. It's up there, but I can't access the information at the moment. Timely history of the Jesuit doctrine and intrigue, covering a vast and complex history. The author draws together key facts on Loyola's Society of Jesus. Conclusions of their destructive nature in any country foolish enough to open their doors agree even with Catholic sources. Conclusions of the destruction nature in any country foolish enough to open their doors agree even with Catholic sources. From ex-Jesuit Abbe Marshall de la Roche, Arnaud, 1828. That's from. Do you wish to excite troubles, to provoke revolution, to produce the total ruin of your country? Call in the Jesuits. Raise up again the monks, open academies, and build magnificent colleges. The fibre of the Jesuits was in his anti-Reformation, which explains both their initial acceptance and 450 plus years survival, including suppression in 1773 by Pope Clement XIV, I think, who died shortly afterwards from poison. Yeah. And most horrible death, if I recall. Jesuit morals are corrupt and include doctrines of probability and mental reservation and justification of means. Theft may be permissible by a poor man, but only if the victim is rich. An adulterous woman is able, with a clear conscience, to deny having committed the act if she has been to confession and obtained absolution. Missionary efforts were fused, or so-called missionary efforts, were fused with paganism to gain converts. Never been a problem with Roman Catholicism in regards to mixing, because it is paganism. It is Satanism in Christian disguise. Anyway, paganism to gain converts. In India, Francis Xavier baptized thousands who quickly reverted under influence of the Brahmins. In China, when in front of pagan idols, people were to mentally transfer worship to Jesus' images under their garments. For a time, the Jesuits ruled as king in Central America, having acquired most of the wealth, including silver mines. England and Scotland and Ireland were subject to continual seditious plots. The self-commiserating malice of Ireland is put down to their rejection of Reformation doctrine and remaining a fief of the church. Fief, I don't know what a fief is. Copy. I just feel like I'm getting too... Oh, what is this? Oh, give me a break. After the update and all that. Oh, yeah, but you just need to do, sorry, I can't work for the moment because I just updated and, we just need to, sort things out before you can actually... a piece of land held under a feudal system, I guess. Okay. Hopefully they haven't changed too much in the application. Again, many of the updates that they do to applications usually is not for the better many times. It's like, well, at least it sort of happens a lot of times. That is not better. The path of the order is a natural decline terminating in spiritual despotism behind the papal throne, the pupal throne. This is seen in the Marian pupal dogmas of Immaculate Conception and the Assumption prior to Vatican I in 1870. That council was stacked with pro-Jesuit cardinals and dissenting intellectual voices silenced. The price of pupil infallibility was heavy now. It must be believed, for example, that Pius, so-called Pius, right? The seven, infallible, re-established in 1814. The order Clement the 14, infallible, dissolved in 1773, right? Hey, it's infallible. Oh, but, we just restored it. Oh, infallible. Yeah, okay. As to the future, modern Jesuit proclivity for socialism is prophetic, written 1914, social justice. As to the future, modern Jesuit proclivity for socialism, social justice is prophetic, written 1940. There can be no more dangerous alliance than one between the Church employing all the powers of Jesuitism and an ignorant population ready to submit to any spiritual power which promises to lead them unto economic prosperity. Once Neo-Darwinism falls in the decaying West, the Jesuits must be ready to fill the spiritual void by any religious means necessary. I feel pretty much, good at home. Here we have the Waldensians as well. They slandered those people as well. This is from the J.A. Wiley. And J.A. Wiley was a professor in Roman Catholicism, if I recall correctly, and the Jesuits and all that, So he was, he was the go-to guy for all these things, if I recall correctly. But it's like, how could we not know these things? Well, they kept all this information away from us, so we have no idea what is going on. The moral maxims and plots against kings, nations, and churches. James Aitken Wiley. Okay. The problem is when I take all these images, I already made a backup of the Android 8 because I should have Android 7 on. Anyway, Washington in the Lab of Rome, 1888. Reformation, Romanism and the Reformation. See, we don't even know these words, Romanism. Romans of mass persecution. That's Giovanni. He believes in flat earth. I guess, Eric Phelps believes in flat earth as well, if I recall correctly. But anyway, the papacy, J.A. Wiley. And I'm not believing in flat earth. But anyway, I think it's rather silly, but it's whatever. The Didache, the first, thing, I have that as well. Also talks about against eating food sacrificed to false god and all that. But of course, we've just totally thrown over we have Alexander Hislop, the two Babylons. I've read and listened a little to it. I haven't gone from, I should really read it, from start to end. I did my own research on this, went to Sumer, which is the Shinar in the biblical sense, and found the images and looked into all these pagan gods and all that, and found, you have, pretty much I've summed it up to, it's the moon, it's Venus, and it's the sun. In regards to these three, entities on the sky. And then, of course you have, that's what we, usually know as the planets, right? Or the sun, a moon is a moon, one planet, I guess, Venus. But of course that was known as a star in the past. Anyway, so So, but that's that's usually people know in regards to what the moon is, what Venus is, and what the sun is, right? People don't know in regards of if I mention like Utu and Shamash and Inanna and whatever, and I can't even remember all those names. I know where to look it up and all that. You have Britannica that has the information on two of the naming of these of this pagan trinity, and Alexander Hislop, as far as I recall, talk about this pagan trinity. But I'll have to read his book from start to end, and he's not attacking the Trinity of the Bible in regard to the Father, Son, and Holy Spirit. So if you see anyone trying to attack that with him, that's just it's just not true. Anyway, so here we have. I don't know much about this guy, but this Hector thing, who is Hector? It would have been nice to know who the Jesuits in history, Macpherson, Hector. But there was absolutely a lot of people writing that absolutely was in the know on the book. So, and I'll just open it up and see if I can get it at some point. I guess the worst problem is to figure out where to get the good information, right? And where to start out. Where do you want to get into that field of information, right? That area of information. But it's like where to look because they're really hidden it away. Who can you trust and who can't you trust and all that. We have the full text of Hector Macpherson's with archive thing and all that, right? But anyway, we're actually going away from the. I think I actually did fix that. In regards of after the death of the Regent Merrick, and I really wanted to have a lot of these confessions. We're sending me a. Oh, hey. Maybe we should send him my. Copy. It's a long time since I've seen. Or talked to him. Many years ago. Anyway, also have the Index Libra. Let's copy that to him as well. I don't know what he's going to say about that. Anyway, Eliyahu Hanavi, Eliyahu Hatishbi, Eliyahu, I can't remember all the. Anyway, I was looking for the English version of this thing. That's true. Well, the beast is already dead. Still the papacy. I don't know. I guess he's into future. I guess he maybe means the last beast. Right. Okay, great. But as usual, we have a lot of things to do, right? But yeah, I really wanna make my thing here. People are being infected by new strains of the virus. Main point. Well, whatever. I guess they're going to continue to take our freedoms away from us and all that with Anyway, what was there was the English version of this list of forbidden books. Let's see here. The index is a listing of, maybe I already actually have found it before in the past, but yeah, I think he's maybe a little too quick on things, but anyway. Um, so, okay. Well, let's, many are going to, well, yeah, well. Anyway, the index is a listing of books that has been banned, censored by the Catholic Church, and yes, I know they stopped updating in 1966. Where can I find the complex index in English? You would think that. Actually, I wrote to this guy. I'm not sure I actually have gotten anything back from him, but I should go to the library as well in regards to the theological library and see if I can get maybe some help and just write things down and take it with me so I can remember. It's just I just have too many things. It's just way over my head. I just can't. It's just incredible. Great question. I would be very interested in seeing this list too. Yeah, my tree. The index can be downloaded here in Word format, and equally difficult to navigate list can be found here. Okay, let's see. Who knows? Maybe I should make an account on this forum and say hi. And maybe I already have in regards to my. I know one of the forums I got banned pretty quickly. That was one of these truth forums. Of course, you get banned everywhere, it seems. I think I posted my flyer on the forum in regards to the poop 666 and all that. And again, it's very, very, very easy to get banned from. People don't want the truth. You would think that you go to a place that wants truth, that would be accepting truth, right? No, 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 no. Anyway, thanks. These lists aren't in full English, though. I suppose I could just get some translating software and plug in some titles. That seems tedious. Yeah, 6,000 titles, right? Thanks all. Anyone else have any lingos? For some of these titles, there may be no English translation, hence no English title. Just a thought to add it. Okay. The index was continuously updated in each edition. Some books were added and others were cancelled. Yeah, that was what I was kind of, afraid of in some sense. So you have, every single edition. And how many editions was there? I can't remember. You would need to find out how many editions has been, fixed. And then you would see in regards of what has been, been on the ban list, and you should then be able to find the Bible, some of them, and that has probably been removed again because that's a pretty hard one to. Anyway, the index was continuously updated in each edition. Some books were added and others were cancelled. So it is a nonsense to look at it now because the justice or the duties on some books. Let's see here. Of course, we know what Roman Catholic, in regards to the whole rights of the beast, for example. It's before judge or court of law, awaiting judicial. This. Didn't I have how to? Where's the? Oh, there's no sound inside of it or what? Let's see here, duties. Is this only outside now? I thought that. No, there's no sound for this apparently. Okay. Well, there's juice. Juice. Usually they actually have things where but apparently not for that word. Let's see here. So it is nonsense to look at it now because the duties on many books may change and the index is no more valid. P.S. It was not forbidden to read the books but you should take some precautions, like to ask advice to well-informed people, like asking the bullshitters, the fakers, and all that. This sounds more like a Roman Catholic guy. That tries to, he has ins liturgicum. That sounds Latin as well. So, they're always, this very slick, right? This and that and all that. The index can be downloaded in Word format. Both are the 1948 most recent edition. Dear Tongs, I don't think it is a good idea to post OBOB link, a very anti-Catholic site. That's the first. Are you kidding me? Bullshit. Bullshit. The more anti-Catholic, the better, you know. I don't think it, wine, oh, this Roman Catholic bullshit, alright? Oh, it's so hateful to be anti-Catholic. The whining from these people, If they can't ban or censor you, they try to, it's hate speech, it's anti-Catholic, it's not really Christian, it's unloving, and bullshit, it's just this. Oh, it's sick. I mean, sick and tired of Roman Catholics, in regards of their bullshit. Dear Tongs, I don't think it is a good idea to post in OBOB link. In OBOB link, a very anti-Catholic site. That's the first you posted. Hey, I'm going, hey, let's go up and get that anti-Catholic, very, very anti-Catholic site. What could that possibly be? Let's see here. Okay, that should be the first one here. Oh, but I think I might already have opened them, but hopefully they are still there, or we'll need to go into this. Beacon for Freedom. That's dead. That's another dead link. So what we need to do in regard to those pages is to look into the old thing, and then I can put it on my website if it's any good, and there might be some other good anti-Catholic stuff on it, Are we not? It's a Christian forum, right? Don't call, just don't bullshit with the anti-Catholic. It's anti-Catholic rhetoric. Oh, hey, you seen the Protestant label? Okay, I'm a Protestant. Okay, you need to spell it out that I'm a Protestant. Okay, Do you know what a Protestant is? Someone protesting the filthy stinker in Rome. Oh, yeah. Okay. You think it's unloving, to be anti-Catholic, to point out who's the Antichrist of the number 666. Oh, you gotta be kidding me. What is wrong with people, What is unloving is to lie and deceive and keep this on lid, or down on the lid. Speak the truth. That's the loving thing to do. Anyway, so let's see here. Post to OBOB link, a very anti-Catholic site as the first you posted. Whichever document you can find in is rubbish. Whichever document you can find in is rubbish. What are you talking about? Whichever document you can find in is rubbish. In my little experience with Opus Dei, that's another group, in regards to the work of so-called God, right? No list of forbidden books were never given. What? And it's kind of... let's see here, the index was continually... I'm aware of that, and I know about Opus Dei too. Nonetheless, I want to look at the index last edition, if possible, in full English. If the given links are the best I could get, I will be happy with that. Thanks, yeah. Yeah, that's very possible. Oh, yeah, okay, he's... yeah. And I agree. That's very possible that some of the titles were only in German and so... And... there's a huge amount of books out there, and they were never translated into Danish. I don't know what the Danish people did, but clearly we're like, fallen, see here, that's in regards of I don't think that what I see. Good afternoon, ATNV. I don't know. To begin with, Odin is not an anti-Catholic website. Oh, the Odin, okay. Antis Opus Dei, yes, there's nothing on Odin that is really contrary to the teachings of the church. OBOB staff discussed the website a month or two ago, and we decided that it was a permissible link. So what is the OBOB staff? Is that in regards to the Christian forum thing? You are certainly free to report my post and request that staff review it again. For the record, I voted in favor of allowing it last time, though I will recurse myself. That's, the Roman Catholics will try to pressure people into, see this, he's anti-Catholic. Disqualify, Recuse. Disqualify oneself as a judge in a particular case. Challenge except to a judge as being competent or interested in, no, you're not incompetent. Actually you did absolutely the right thing. Of course, they shouldn't ban it. It's anti-Catholic, cry, baby, right? Anyway, we decided it was a permissible link. You're certainly free to report my post and request that staff review it again. For the record, I voted in favor of allowing it last time, though I will recuse myself. I was like recuse, right? Recuse. Recuse. I will recuse myself should you ask that it be reviewed again. Why would you do that? Why would you recuse yourself? As I understand it, disqualify oneself as a judge. You shouldn't really recuse yourself. You should say, no, absolutely, it's absolutely good, you ask that it be reviewed again, particular since I'm moving from ecumenical to theological fairly soon. I don't know what he... Further, the list that I linked to was not the unverified list of books banned by Opus Dei. Rather, it is merely the standard 1948 index of prohibited books. Should you have any other concerns, feel free to shoot me a message. I don't know in regards to the Opus Dei. I don't know much about Opus Dei. Of course, I've heard about them here and there in regards of the work of so-called God, right? It should be one of those groups that is also like the Knight of Malta, right? The Knight of Columbus. And apparently the Knight of Columbus seems to be pretty new in working. But they, and you have 4 degrees in this and, Roman Catholicism bullshit, right? Yeah. It was something made in regards of the US thing or something like that. Knight of Malta goes far, far back. The Knight of Malta is the Knight of the Hospitallers. So they go way, way back. But I think the Knight of Columbus was a newer created group. And they had a specific goal to... it eludes me at the moment, apparently. Anyway, if I had thought that site to be not allowed in OBOB, would have reported your post. I did not, but anyway, I think that not all links, even if technical allowed, are construct. There we go with the Roman Catholic bullshitter. More bullshit to the fight. People really have to wake up to these people. The Jesuits are out there. They always use these snake oil bullshit, things and this and that. And lots of Roman agents, lots of people full of demons that are the children of the devil. If I had thought that site to be not allowed in OBOB, I would have reported your post. I did not, but anyway, I'm so good I didn't report your post, right? I did not, but anyway, I think that not all links, even if technical allowed, are constructive. Yeah, maybe not constructive against, in regards of exposing the devil, but, very constructive to actually expose him, right? What is it called? Maybe I got that wrong in regards of words, but yeah, but it is like, ew. So I simply said that it was not a good idea to post it. That is all. Oh, it's all. And look at this, in liturgicum, that sounds very, it's typical. You can smell the Latin bullshit coming out, right? Usually when these people, you can look on their profiles and it's just sewing out, all this filthy, disgusting Roman nonsense is sewing out of things in English. Bum 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 bum. Oh, smelly. The gases of smell. Oh, anyway, Latin, English, blah 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 blah. Maybe of course Google can usually do it, but. I don't know. Do I have this one? Yeah, I do have this one. Let's see if it still works or not. There was something I can't remember. Oh well. Anyway, paste. Let's see. Translate from Latin. Let's see what it says. Oh, liturgical. And. Okay, and what do they mean by that in regards of awful relating to an accord with liturgy? Okay, whatever. I guess maybe some. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe not entirely sure in regards of how to do things or what. But why would you ever use Latin? Why would I ever? I want to get as far as away from Latin as the beast is Roman, isn't it? And it has Greek and it has Persian, Middle Persian things, and Babylonian stuff in it, right? Yeah. The little horn, the little Roman horn that is on the Roman beast, and apparently I can't get this to really work as I want. Okay, well, whatever. Anyway, we'll need to look into that one and that one at some point. And that one, okay. And this is from 2007, but I could revive this topic. You are certainly free to feel that way. However anti-Catholic it is not. Hey, I'll post an anti-Catholic thing. If I can make an account and all that, I'll start out with posting my very anti-Catholic, pamphlet. And I will not excuse myself for posting it. You are certainly free to feel that way, however anti-Catholic it is not. For goodness sake, do we really need to do this on a thread from someone who isn't Catholic? Avoid wrangling over words and so on. Anyone have any English language links to the last publication of the index ? And then it stops. But is it closed or not open for further replies? Why did they close it? It's like, give me a break. Anyway, I guess I can make. Should we see how fast I can get banned? Maybe I already have been banned on this forum. Who knows? But it is a Christian forum, right? So, but apparently Christian means maybe Roman Catholic, right? So if it means Roman Catholic, then of course it's okay. I will need to write my things into this and all that at some point, I guess, when I'm not recording. But yeah, okay. So when we can look into these, we can just go this. As you can see, I already have 100 tabs. It's terrible. It just always grows on me. Like it's not good. So much web page, And why is it I would even need so many years to search and dig out the truth? Why wouldn't I have been given? You would think you go to school to actually learn things, right? Apparently not. It's like learning against learning. You learn, evolution, right? Oh, evolution bullshit, right? You get that in the television, the bullshit box as well. Anyway, let's see if there's anything. Maybe there's nothing. Maybe the Wayback Machine have nothing because it's a document, but maybe it has. Ooh, let's see here. Well, it has been, there's at least 14. Okay, let's put this one. Let's see if that's a snapshot from what? 2017 seems to be the last. Okay. Let's see what we have. I guess the problem with sometimes when you run into... Oh, there we go. Well, it's downloaded at least. Interesting. So now we have the document. But would have been interesting. It's Odin, okay. So now we have the document, and let's see here if we can move to the webpage odin.org. There's some really good websites from the past that just has died out. Okay, let's see here. It does seem to have been active at least for, or maybe it's maybe it's just the link that is broken in regards of the list. So maybe the website is still alive. We'll see. Maybe I can actually just copy this and just see if. Anyway, we got the document at least for this forbidden books and all that. But you need to dig here and there and all that. Let's see, information. Opus Dei, Awareness. Oh, there we go. Opus Dei Awareness Network. So I guess if we want to learn anything about Opus Dei, we might be able to. But apparently the dog thing is not. So I don't know, but I can write them. I could call them up as well and ask them in regards of the document. Maybe they have a newer version, or maybe they just took it down. I don't know, but that's different things here. Opus Dei 1950 constitutions seems to be working okay in regards of. I can feel a little heavy, but not as smooth as my website. But it's not. Could be worse. Latin and English. The secret 1950 constitution of Opus Dei, C-Link, erecting Opus Dei as a secular institute, have just recently been made public in English-speaking world, both in Latin and in English. This document is important because the 1982 statutes which erected Opus Dei as a personal prelature to not tell the whole story. The 1982 document was necessary because Opus Dei changed its canonical status from secular institute to a personal prelature. A prelature, whatever. This gave them the opportunity to rewrite their governing documents. They wrote them according to the criteria relevant to them at that time. Blah, 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 blah. Yeah, it's like, okay. So that's a lot of information if one want to dig into that, I guess. Apparently some seems to feel like it's anti-Catholic, the Odin thing, I guess. Whatever. The truth is anti-Catholic. What are you going to do about it? Oh, it's anti-Catholic. Well, it's the truth. So is there anything wrong with that? The truth is anti-Catholic. I think I actually should fix this quotation. The truth is anti-Catholic. just sum it up, okay? And then, but anyway, we have the forbidden books, and apparently it was on the website until 2017, and it's got the documents, so it's not a biggie. And of course, I have the other website as well. So, so it's oops. So and we can also just go for the document in regards of. Should be on downloads. Download. There we go. There we go. See if we can open it up. Scroll mode, book mode, magician scroll mode. Boom, 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 boom. Language. Can you choose language? What do you mean by? Oh, well, I guess that was good to actually push something. I guess. Oh, we're having problems in regards to the battery. In regards to the battery, I should actually fix my. Oh, I can't even get up. Sun at the moment. I don't know in regards of the battery if I still have battery on it, and this 100% this one. I guess I can fix the battery to the to it anyway. Just give it some power thing. Put it up here, I guess. Is it charging? Oh, it's the wrong. I need this one. There we go. Okay, there we go. Let's put that in here. Sadly, it can't charge the other one, so well, that's great. Perfect. You can only either have it charging or charging another device. But yeah. So let's have that suck. I have another panel that I can put up as well, and then actually 2 panels, actually 3 panels, but one of them is very, very small, but it might be enough to actually charge the smallest batteries in regards of light and all that. So, oh wait, I need to pee. Oh, there we go. Well, as you can see, there's always things to look into. Oh my! Every time you need to pee, you need to go up the stairs. But yeah, there's a lot of things here. See, Odin has heard many stories from former members about the index of forbidden books, including the addition of new authors to this list. For example, in Fact, Fiction and Overstay by Paul Moses, Newsdays. August 26, 2003, Faker Alvaro de Silva said that despite his advanced degree in theology, he had to ask permission to read leading Catholic scholars whose work were on Opus Dei's list of forbidden books. He was forbidden to read the work of the Reverend. You need to give me a break with this, Reverend. Anyway, Raymond Brown, who served on the Poobel Commission and was widely considered the leading Catholic Bible scholar in the United States until his death in 1998. In the Vocation Trap on Odin website, former non-numerary Joseph Gonzalez says doing my... So anyway, I don't know if they maybe have updated the document or something like that, but I could call them up and ask them about these things, right? Oh, it could have been nice with a good chair or something like that. I pretty much only have the beach chair. Or maybe just lay on the floor would also be pretty nice, just stomach laying there. I have the things up in the bedroom, those mats that I could use down here. Pretty good. Let's see here. Carrot. Oh, we have some coffee. Well, yeah, the new apartment is pretty, so there's a lot of light, natural light in the apartment. And, so that's not bad, that there's, so much light. I have a Traders in the Gunpowder Blood, 1608. Oh, is that a banned book? Oh, maybe it is. Anyway. (1,231 pages. That's a lot of pages. Of course, there's not much on each page, but they could have made it a little smaller. But I guess I can do that myself. It's a document, so. Overwhelming information as usual. Okay, let's see. We have coffee. Yeah. Oh, yeah. There we go. Only seems to be one. Yeah, but it was the thing that we downloaded. But yeah, let's just try again. And it is the last one. That's 2017. Yeah, 2. Yeah, it should be the same. Anyway, that's the last one. And then Oh yeah, we need to. So that was the Opus, but we also have. Oh yeah, the website of course is active as you know. Of course, okay. So I could just copy that, and you know the mobile is not that quick, man. Of course we're recording, so that doesn't make it better. So let's put that on. Opus Day Awareness Network, ENC, ODEN. ODEN, okay. So it's a short form of that, okay. So this one is another interesting link, Beacon for Freedom. Let's see here. Wayback Machine. 14:0. That's what, 6 hours to the light go down. I guess I really should get on with that table of this table. How do I push go? We have a problem here. How do I like go? There we go. 2021. Okay, we have. Also need to wash some clothing as well. A lot of things to do, really. It's nice to relax the body, you know. Let's take the. Can't remember if I took that one or whatever, but that's the first one there is from that time. Nope, it's not found. It's a little sad that they don't. You know, at least I haven't figured out if there's a way to see if it's most likely a dead link. So you always need to figure out. And the problem is if you have a host, the host might drop dead before the link. You usually will. If you paid for a host, you rather, you usually would want for all of your money in regards of not just the domain. So many times it seems like if you're paying for a host, you wanna have however much you can get, right, for your money. And I think I actually have 2 years of host time now from the host I have, and then 1 year of the domain. So I don't know if I actually should change the domain to something even easier than this. This just seems to, that's the problem again. Then you need to make a new email and all that. But it's not that easy for people to remember, right? I wouldn't need to make another. I guess we could make a small. But you want the truth as well, being there for visible. Okay, that's still not working. Okay. Search Center's publication. Okay, yeah, okay. So we need to further back 2008. Let's take the first one we have in 2008. There we go. I don't know if I got my resources back from, if they sorted that out. That took a lot of time to move all those applications and all that, and just became worse and worse with the issues with that mobile. So it would be nice if they just could send the resources back for that at least. A waste of time and waste of resources, really. Okay, so 2016 maybe. Could we hope for? Let's check the oldest links here. See if there's anything. No. So apparently, search censored publications result apparently is not there. It's interesting. Why would they have like, or at least you would need to do it differently. Sometimes you can get from another angle. Not found. Oh, whoa. Yeah, we have older. Okay, 2012. Oh, 2006. Yeah, okay. So yeah, okay. But apparently it still crawls the site. I don't know why it would still be crawling the site for so many years if it's not if there's nothing there, pretty much. Okay, so we're not at the end yet, apparently. It's not either. Okay, I probably will need to go to 2006, but let's take the oldest one of this one. Wow. That's 2 snapshots. Oh, it took the... Oh, well, it's only an hour difference. Okay, we'll go to 2006 then. That's also closer to the... to the thing, right? There we go. 2006. Yeah. Again, it takes a lot of time, doing these investigations and trying to get the data right. It's just ongoing. There's always things to do, and again, how can you be bored in this world if Okay, so here we go. I think beacon from freedom of expression, censored application, censored books, and there we go. So, type of censorship banned. Here, if we can go next. If it has all the pages, that would be nice. Then you can go. Oh no. Okay. Well, it at least has the first page. Let's try to take an older one, but let's take the first one. Yeah, you can hear the metro running back and forward, I guess, when you live here. I guess if I close the door, that will give a little more. Or if you put something on the door to also block the windows, I don't know that. No, I guess that probably won't take that much, but the door maybe will take a little. But still, you have the other. So I don't know. You could probably put some kind of. I don't know. Probably won't take that much. But anyway, let's see here. Let's push 21. Type of censorship. Oh, okay, let's push 21. Nope. Okay, but we know it's at least we have one page. We have the first page, so we know how it looks. Beacon for freedom. Our origin of the term censor in English can be traced to the office of censor established in Rome. So it's it's a Latin thing. It seems established in Rome in 443. Beacon for freedom of expression. And focus home, publications and censorship, censored publications, censored book and newspapers and illegal publications. I guess it's sad that the website went down. Seemed to have been a pretty nice, because we did have a lot of Oh, that was things that you could also easily download in the past over torrents. Of course, they didn't have control over those lines, so roadway in some sense. Okay, well, I guess we can copy this, and for now, I sadly don't think I can. It would have been nice to be able to get in touch with the guy or something. Man, maybe he's dead, who knows. It's a long time. But look, you have the title, you have the author, you have the country, Holy See, Holy See, Holy See, right here. Censorship, 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 50.000 über die Gestaltung der kirchlichen Verhältnisse der Gegenwart. I don't see any. Oh, these are links. Okay, and focus home. Maybe I can push home as well. Oops. What is this? It's a very, very old website. Let's see if we can push home. Okay. This is the home banned book exhibition. Present an exhibition of selected books and newspapers banned through the ages. The books shown are just a fraction of the 55,000 titles included in our database. So why would they? Oh, this is Oslo. That would be what in? Is it Sweden or Norway? One of them. Oh, contact us. Let's see. Bibliotheca Alexandrian. Maybe it was like a library website. Norway. Contact. Beacon for free. So here we have some information for further looking into things and asking them. Maybe they just changed the. Maybe they changed the website name or something like that. Maybe it's still out there. During the World War I, the library of the University of Louvain in Belgium was destroyed as a result of the German invasion. Within a few hours, over 300,000 books, as well as many precious manuscripts, and incunabula were all reduced to ashes. Incunabula, what is incunabula? Incuna. Well, that's the thing, right? When you need to rewrite history, of course, you need to have the true history gone, right? A book printed before 1500. Okay. Anyway, so this is a Norwegian. It's pretty much a Danish website then, pretty much. Beacon for Freedom of Expression has been produced by the Norwegian Forum for Freedom of Expression 1995 to 2001 with the Norwegian National Library as professional advisor. The project is managed by the Norwegian Steering Community hosted by the... So this is, I don't know, maybe they have another website, but, don't know what happened to it. Of course, at least now we have a way to further get information on that. To ask, well, do you... So here we have Odin thing, we have the censor publication, we have the Beacon for Freedom of Expression. Of course, the Roman Catholics would have hated these things, So maybe they cried their eyes out and made people not, close some of these things down and all that. Active all over the society, Crybaby, I know, devil crybabies of the truth. Can't handle the truth. We don't want the truth. We can't stand the light, And yet we proclaim ourselves Christians, right? What a joke. What a huge joke. A satanic joke. But anyway, we got the source here. I guess we can... I don't know if I can just copy the thing and see it on my... Okay. Oh, how I put... Oh, okay, this is great. Okay. There we go. Okay, sign up. That was the Christian forum. That would be also interesting to see if we could say hello to these guys and put my flyer in there and see if the forum accept my flyer without banning me. If this is really not really a Christian forum or if it's just a bullshitting, a Catholic forum that proclaims itself Christian, but don't wanna, can't handle standard Christian topics. Oh my, I'm full of gas. Anyway, the Jesuits in history, Macpherson, Hector, and we have two of those apparently. The Jesuits in history, what is the other one? I guess I've been eating, I've been eating still a lot of these, green stuff and all that. Missouri and Iraq has occurred, blah, 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 blah. But anyway, that was some great enlightened people, or whatever you want to call them, not in the way of the occult way, but people that actually is understanding what is going on. It's one thing is to read it on the, but it was nice to have a physical copy of it. To sit and find the quotations you need and all that. But yeah, it would be nice to just copy the source page of this and just put it on a page on my web page or something like that. So with the colors dark and yellow, so it looks good. And so it looks at least black with white. That's just pretty good. Anyway, I should take a break, and I need to also turn off that sheep thing and all that. That's kind of, it's kind of a little disturbing. Well, I guess you can, but it doesn't help on focusing on the things. Anyway, may Jehovah be with you, and Yeshua, most precious pearl, and the spirit of truth be in us all. Amen. I'm going to go. Take care.